Well, thank you, Pete. And first of all, I think one of the reasons that I got into Substack at first is it actually started in 2017, right? But a lot of us didn't really know about it. It was more of a we'll call it a medium competitor, so it's more for writers, and it still is for writers, but they've really added a lot of features, and so it's a full-blown website for you. So if you're thinking about like, do I wanna build a new website, right? You got people talking about high level, all these different things. Well, now you can actually just go, doesn't cost you anything. That's another big, thing up front, is you can start a Substack. You could have multiple Substacks if you really wanted to. And, the rules, there really are no rules in the sense that they're not saying, "Oh, you can't have a Substack about subject X or subject Y," like you do on the other platforms. And there's a couple of things that have been going on in the world of Facebook lately that really made me start thinking about Substack. One is Facebook groups, and this has been several months ago. They stopped allowing you to go live, in your Facebook group, we'll say easily. People were using, products like StreamYard, and now you had to go get the stream key and the stream URL, and so you weren't able to necessarily get the comments of your folks and share them to screen. And that's got that's a little bit of the same thing with Substack to a point, but with Substack now, when you go live, because you're live in Substack, you can see the conversation there with your community, even when you're using a tool like StreamYard. And so I think that's where, the other thing that just came out the other day was that 97% of Facebook posts that are actually being seen don't have links. Well, that makes it really difficult when you're trying to share information. It's like they're really ratcheting down on taking people off their platform. So, how does that help you as a small business owner, as a content creator trying to share, whether it's about products or services? And so that's what appealed to me about Substack. So you can build a community because why? Pete is a part of my community. You can be a free subscriber, you can become a paid subscriber, which kind of gets into my point number three. So we'll go back to that later. But I get your email address when you subscribe. I can send you an individual email. I can email you that I'm going to go live. So now you've built community. There's a chat feature within your community. So you can ask questions, right? So now you get that idea of like, what does my community want to see more of? What are their pain points? So I think that's extremely powerful. And so to me, that's that equivalent of what we were doing in Facebook groups. And because you have a website basically that you can, uh, you know, paywall some stuff free for other things, you can put other resources there for your community that was not so easy to do with Facebook groups. And so I think that's where I would recommend anybody that's had a Facebook group that's maybe been struggling, head over to Substack. Because guess what? Don't we always talk about not building on rented land? Okay, maybe technically Substack is rented land, but I have your contact info. I have your email. I have your name. I have a way to start to build that relationship with you, not necessarily just on Substack. I can now come up with other ways. When you go live on Substack now, and so first of all, to go live, you have to have 10 subscribers. I don't think it's that hard for you to find 10 people that might be willing to at least subscribe. And I don't mean paid subscribers, just subscribe so you can start going live. Then you can request from Substack support, hey, I'd like to use your beta, which is what I did to get RTMP. I literally had it approved overnight. Now, just to be clear, I don't have a huge Substack crowd yet. I have about 80 subscribers. So it's not like I've got hundreds or thousands of subscribers. They gave me this feature maybe because I've gone live previous to yesterday 2 times. But here was the beauty of StreamYard. I went live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and my Substack. In my Substack, I could see the comments of the people that were watching in Substack. And oh, by the way, Substack emailed my subscribers that I was going live and what the topic was. So it was very easy to set it up. And so then when you're done, it saves your live as a draft. So you can download that video, but obviously, if you've got StreamYard, you can already download the recording anyway, or whatever software you might be using. I then was able to turn that into a blog post talking about what was it that I was talking about in this live video. And the video is at the top of the blog post if you want to go back and watch it. And so now I don't have to worry that in 30 days, like the one I did on Facebook, is going to disappear. It's there. It's got a title. It's going to get found. Now, you talk about SEO. Well, it's on a website. So this is, I think, extremely powerful as far as going live. I mean, even what Pete's doing right now, if he wanted to, he could start having this not only go live on YouTube, but also go live on Substack and build that community as well for, Podcast Pete. And then when I talk about monetization, well, I just recently went ahead and enabled what we call the pledges or subscribers on my page, and I got someone yesterday that subscribed for a year, right? And I charge $5 a month or $50 a year to be a part of my community. Now, what those people that are paid are going to get is they're going to get extras that the free don't. It might be that I'm going to have a monthly Zoom where they can come in and ask me questions. It might be that I'm going to do some Substack lives that only will go to my paid community as things grow. And also, because I know who the paid people are, I can email them specifically, maybe with other stuff that my free community won't get. And because I can put links in my blog post, they can also, it could be affiliate links, it could be links to connect with other people that I think highly of. Uh, there's no punishment. There's no algorithm that's going to say, "Oh, well, wait, Jim has links in here. We're not going to show this to the world." And really, it's not about so much, showing it to the world. It's about building that community. And the other beautiful thing is Substack gives you the ability to share your content on other platforms to drive people to come on over to Substack and see you. And you can always still go live in the app. So if you're out on the go and just want to do a quick live with your phone inside the app, that's also possible. So those are three things that I think, Pete, are amazing about Substack. And I just going to just continue to build on what I have with my Substack and encourage others to do it as well. Yeah, so I would say easiest way is go to LinkedIn, look for my name, Jim Fuhs, and then I share my stuff there. I've actually I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on all those places, and I probably should have given you a QR code or something for my Substack, but I can get that to you to share. In fact, let me put it in the chat here if you want to share it with everyone. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Pete. It was great to be here. Yeah.